Hi students, I just wanted to take a few minutes and give you an overview of the systems that we're going to be using throughout the course. This is Moodle. Moodle is your jumping off point. You'll find links to everything we're going to use in Moodle. Some things to note, all of my information is over here on the left-hand side if you ever need to get in touch with me. There's also some great resources down here. Smart Thinking Tutoring is some online tutoring that's available to you that the school has paid for. There is, if you need tech support, eSupport's a good place. And then there's Nash Online Tutorials to help you figure out the Nash system. Up here at the top, you have already completed the enrollment verification activity. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this video. So congratulations. As you move through Moodle, you're going to find that there's these drop-down menus. And each drop-down menu for my class, I have tried to put due dates on them so that you can use this to kind of help pace yourself. In this first drop-down menu, you should definitely be aware of the syllabus and this course outline. The course outline is a printable calendar. It has all the due dates. I don't expect these due dates to change, but I do reserve the right to change them if I need to. If something changes about as we go through the course, I may have to make some small changes to the due dates, and I would let you know through email. Some other resources just to point out, there is a ChemHelp email address that you can send an email to. That is checked by me, another chemistry teacher, and a chemistry tutor. There is a chemistry tutor who is free on campus, and as soon as I get her schedule, I will send it out to you. So take advantage of some of these great opportunities that Nash has for you. We're going to be using an app called GroupMe. So there's a drop-down menu about that telling you how to log in. I chose GroupMe because it is not associated with your phone number. It's associated with an email address. So once you set up your account, send me that email address, and I'm going to create a conversation between all of the people in our class. My goal is for when you're sitting down and you're stuck on something in homework, instead of getting frustrated, you can shoot out a text to your class. Someone can help you with it. The rules about GroupMe. You can respond to people's questions with how to do a problem or where to find an example, but you should not post direct answers to the GroupMe page. So other than that, I would really love for you to help each other, and I'm also going to be monitoring that as well. So if someone's not helping you, I will either help you via email or through the GroupMe app. Let's take a look at what each chapter looks like in Moodle. So for chapter 1, I've given a little extra information, kind of given you some tips on how to get started. But you're going to find a PowerPoint for each chapter that you can print. You're going to find video lessons. These are lessons that I have created, and they go through all of the topics that we're going to be covering. There's a link to the program where you'll be submitting your homework assignments. And then there's optional resources. There's nothing graded here, but these are resources if you just want some extra practice. Most of these are through a program called ScienceGeek.net. They're very drill and practice in nature, so it takes one topic and just hits you with example after example after example and tells you if you get it right or wrong. I've also put some links to the Khan Academy videos that are associated with that chapter. If you come across a great resource that just really helps you, I would love for you to send that to me so that I can post it up here for the rest of the class to use. Now, that is most of what you're going to find in Moodle. Let's take a look at how you're going to be doing your homework. You go here, nashcc.mylabsplus.com, and this is going to take you to the MyLabs Plus page for our school. This is what MyLabs Plus looks like for me. It might be slightly different for you, but it's going to have a lot of similarities. Over here on the left, you have your assignments column. This is where you're going to go to do your homework. There's always going to be a post-lecture homework for each chapter. When you're done with that, let's say you go through the homework and you're not super happy with your grade. You should be offered an adaptive follow-up, and it'll show up right here. The adaptive follow-up, the program is going to look at how you did, and it's going to pick out things that you didn't do so hot on and offer you some more chances on that to try to prove that you understand the topic. So for the adaptive follow-up, it's due 2 days after the original assignment, and you can earn back up to 10 points on the assignment grade. So for every chapter, you can earn up to 10 points on the assignment grade. If you just really knock it out of the park the first time and you get above a 94, the program's not going to even offer you an adaptive follow-up. This program does, okay, let me back up. Your gradebook, the gradebook that you care about, is the Moodle gradebook. Let's take a quick look at how to get there. Up here at the top, under this course, you've got grades. That's where you're going to click to see your gradebook. The Moodle gradebook does not communicate with MyLabs Plus. I have to put things in manually. So usually I wait until after the adaptive follow-up due date, and then I put the grades into here. If you get above a 94 on the original assignment and you get to skip the adaptive follow-up, I'm going to put in 100 for your grade for the homework assignment. Let's take a look at some other things in MyLabs Plus. You have an e-text. The entire textbook is right there for you to use. So if you're just out somewhere and you feel like reading ahead, you can pull this up on your cell phone. It's going to take a while to load, but the whole textbook is right there. The other thing that's really cool is the study area. Okay, so the study area, once you access it, it's got a lot of resources that the publisher has put together for you. Now, the resources are by chapter, so you would click here to go to different chapters. You've got the PowerPoints. You've got some question sets where you can just kind of test yourself and see how you're doing. You've also got videos. This is going to be like video lessons and some simulations to help you understand a topic. There's a math review, because the dirty secret about chemistry is it has a lot of math in it. And so this reviews the math topics that you need to understand for the course. Now let's take a few minutes and talk about labs. You're going to be doing your labs through a program called Late Night Labs. So it's a separate thing that you have to purchase. Thankfully, it's not too expensive for Nash Community College. It's like between $15 and $18 is what it should be. So all of your labs are within this program. When you get to my page, and I'm going to give you a section code, you use that section code to join my class, and then this is what your page should look like. One thing that you need to be aware of is that these labs are not listed in the order that they're assigned. I have no idea how, it looks like they're in alpha, that's not alpha, I don't know. They just like randomly stick them up here. So the labs are, you need to look at the course schedule or at Moodle, and it'll tell you the title of the lab that you should be working on for each week. So go to that particular lab. There's two places you're going to click. First of all, you're going to click the title of the lab. That's going to open up a simulation. Now, I've already opened one because it takes a while to load. Here is what it starts off looking like. You've got this manual over here. When you click that, it's got background information about the lab. It has your procedures, tells you exactly what to do. You're going to be dragging and dropping stuff from these places here. It's got your lab notes. You want to type your lab notes into here and save them as you go. And you can print your lab notes. So you're going to go through this procedure, and then you'll come back to this screen. From this screen, then you hit the multiple choice button, and you answer the questions about the lab. So that's just kind of a quick rundown about Late Night Labs. That is a portion of your lab grade. The other portion is a written portion where you're going to be, for each lab, you're going to be writing a portion of a lab report. You're going to be doing that through Google Docs. So I'm going to be creating some folders for you and sharing them with each of you through Google Docs, or Google Drive is what it's called now. So you'll go to drive.google.com and you'll get an email about this, but you go here, click on Shared with Me, and it's going to show you your folder. Within your folder, I will have posted the instructions for the lab, Let's take a look at what those are going to look like. So for this particular lab, it tells you to run the simulation, take notes, answer the multiple choice, and then you're going to be writing 2 sections about a lab report. And you just type them in right here, and because this is a shared folder with a shared document, I can see it. So you don't have to submit this anywhere, you just write it right here into this file. Now, I've given you this really cool resource about how to write a lab report. NC State has a website called the LabWrite website, and they go through each section of a lab report and they give you details. And like if they kind of give you like a paragraph, and if that paragraph's not enough, there's a link where you can click and you get even more details. So like all of that is how to write the methods section of a lab report. So use that link if you're unfamiliar with lab reports. Now, the other thing you're going to see in your folder is a grading rubric. So after you've done the lab and you've turned everything in, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to grade your lab. And so your final grade would show up down here at the bottom. The other thing that I forgot to mention while I had this file open, this file, since it's a shared file, I can see it as you work. So if you are uncomfortable with writing a lab report, if that kind of stresses you out a little bit, try to get a day or 2 ahead, because this part of the thing is always due on Saturday nights. So on Friday morning when I come to work, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go through and see if anybody has written part of their lab report, and I'm going to make comments. So I can click right here and I can add a comment, and you'll be able to see the comment. So that's an opportunity for you to get some feedback before you get a grade. So you'd be able to go back, look at my comments, and make any changes that you felt were necessary. So take advantage of that if you're uncomfortable with writing a lab report. In general, if you just follow along with Moodle, all the information you need is there. Your tests are going to be in Moodle. Everything you need to know is going to be in Moodle. If you have any questions at all, please email me. I'm going to stop because I wanted to keep this under 10 minutes and I have failed. So let me know if I can help you, and have a great day.